the level of vetting that was taking place, was it any more intense or less intense than the ordinary?
Well, sorry, with the magnitude of applications, I don't think they could have been more. Remember, it was a time between, let's say, 3-4 months, and the magnitude that was done in that time, I don't think it could have been less. It could have been more scrutiny.
So what you're saying, and I want to be very clear, is that because of the amount, and a significant amount, and the short period for processing, you're saying that the vetting was not more than usual.
No.
Would it be less?
Could definitely be.
Now, there are only a finite number of people in the vetting department.
Final vetting in the department should be done by myself.
Right. But below that, where the vetting is taking place, how many employees, how many officers?
At any given time, I would say 2 to 3 other.
2 to 3.
Which would be considered a pre-vetting, because final vetting was done by the officer in charge.
Right.
So the other officers in the section would have done a pre-vetting.
What I want to know is, at this time again, run up to the 2012 election, when things were being expedited, was there an increase in the number of officers who were doing the pre-vetting, or it was just the same too?
During that time, there were officers that were doing final vetting, not only pre-vetting, apart from myself.
So there were people who were actually giving final approval and recommendation.
Final recommendation to the director.
Not you.
Not only myself, in addition to me.
So this was extra staff brought on?
From the office in Belmopan, from the different sections.
Isn't that out of the ordinary?
Considering, yes. That's why the sections are specific.
And so this was being done to facilitate
the magnitude of applications that were being processed during that time.
All right. And then finally, now that, well, for some time it was known that a substantial number of these nationalities were approved on files that were incomplete, to be charitable, let's say incomplete. Has there been any review in the immigration department of these files to go back to see how many of them were complete, how many were incomplete?
No, sir, that has never been done.
So there is no review to see that those persons who are walking around with passports that they are not legally entitled to find those people and cancel their passports.
No, sir, that has not been done.
Does the law provide for persons who receive passports on a process that is incomplete? What is to happen to those?
Those can be revoked.